development programs during 5-year plan period. During the first three plans, the main emphasis was on housing and slum clearance, followed by urban community development program, which was launched in 1958. Okay, and then followed by environmental improvement of slums in 1972. Okay, this will provide the basic amenities like water and sanitation in slums. Later, the focus is shifted towards like poverty elevation, provision of basic services and employment generation. Like policies and programs were also formulated in the areas of like street vendors, sanitation, transportation, governance reforms, housing, etc. Here we will discuss like some of those initiatives. Okay. During the first and the second 5-year plan periods, though the development was main focus was on agriculture and urban sector related organizations like town and country planning organization and national building organization were established. Like the third 5-year plan recognized the importance of cities and towns in balanced development and advised the states that urban planning should adopt a regional approach. It also emphasizes the need for urban land regulation, like checking urban land policies and preparation of master plans for larger cities. Like even the fourth 5-year plan, that is from 1969 to 74, continued to emphasize the regional and urban development initiatives. Okay, coming to like fifth 5-year plan. During fifth 5-year plan, like Urban Land Ceiling Regulation Act 1976 was enacted. Okay, the states were advised to create metropolitan planning regions for what? For to take care of growing areas outside the administrative city limits. Okay, coming to sixth 5-year plan, this plan stressed the need for development of small and medium towns and launched the integrated development of small and medium towns IDSMT in 1979 as a central sponsored scheme. And coming to seventh 5-year plan, like Nehru Rozgar Yojana was launched in 1989 for urban poverty alleviation and to provide employment to the urban poor. And coming to eighth 5-year plan in 1992 to 97, like mega city scheme was launched in 1993-94, covering 5 mega cities. What are those 5 mega cities means? Like Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and Bengaluru. Other initiatives are like urban basic services for the poor and Prime Minister Integrated Urban Poverty Eradication Program. Like coming to the ninth 5-year plan, in ninth 5-year plan, the programs like Nehru Rozgar Yojana and like Urban Basic Services for Poor and Prime Minister Integrated Urban Poverty Eradication Program was merged into a new program. Okay, it is called as Swarna Jayanti Shrehari Rozgar Yojana, which is in effect from December 1st, 1997. What are its main objective means? It should include providing gainful employment to the unemployed and underemployed, like skill development, wage employment, women self-help groups, empowering the community, etc. Like coming to 10th 5-year plan, it recognized the fact that urban played a key role in accelerating the country's economic growth. Here, they introduced a plan called Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana to provide shelter and upgrading the existing shelter of households living below poverty line. Okay, coming to like national urban development programs, like in 2014, Government of India launched new programs like Smart Cities, Atal Mission for Regeneration and Urban Transformation, Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana, Swachh Bharat Urban, Prime Minister Awas Yojana, Housing for All, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Urban Livelihood Mission. These programs are currently under implementation. Okay, we will discuss this one by one. Coming to Smart City Mission, like to increase the pace of urban growth, we require a comprehensive development of physical, institutional, social, and economic infrastructure of larger cities. Like towards meeting the needs, like the government decided to develop some cities as smart cities, adopting the mission mode approach. Okay, the program was launched in June 6th, 2016. The objective of Smart City Mission is to develop the identified cities with core infrastructure and gives a decent quality of life to citizens, a clean and sustainable cities environment and application of smart solutions. Okay, like the core infrastructure components covered in the smart city missions are like adequate water supply, assured electricity supply, sanitation including solid waste management, efficient urban mobility and public transport, affordable housing, especially for the poor, robust IT connectivity and digitalization, good governance, especially e-governance and citizen participation, sustainable environment, security and safety of citizens, particularly women, children, and elderly people, health and sanitation. Okay, these are the main components, core components. Like the smart city mission covers 100 cities during 2015, 16 to 2019 and 20. Okay, the funding pattern for the smart city would be an average of 100 crores per city per year. Okay, coming to Amrit city. Amrit means Atal Mission for Regeneration and Urban Transformation. It was launched by the India Government of India in 2015. Okay, like the main aim is to improve the quality of life of people in 500 select cities. It aims to transform these cities into efficient urban living spaces, and every household has access to tap with assured water supply and sewage connection. Okay, the mission has allocated like around 50,000 crores and the center share is around 80%. Coming to next scheme, that is Hriday. Hriday scheme means Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana. Was launched in January 21st, 2015. What is the main focus means? Holistic development of heritage sites in India. Its main aim is to preserve and revitalize the soul of heritage city to reflect the city's unique character. And the main objective is to preserve the heritage sites, facilitate the inclusive heritage linked urban development by exploring avenues including the private sector participation. It has allocated around 500 crores. Like there are some specific objectives. What are the objectives means? Planning, development and implementation of heritage sensitive infrastructure, infrastructure provision and selective and service delivery in historic core area, preserve and revitalize heritage where tourists can connect directly with city's unique character, develop and document a heritage asset inventory of cities as a basis for urban planning, growth and service provision, implementation and enactment of basic services, delivery with focus on sanitation services like public conveniences, toilets, water taps, street lights to improve the tourist amenities, like local capacity enhancement for inclusive heritage-based industry, effective public-private partnership for adoption of urban rehabilitation, increase accessibility of physical access like roads and other infrastructure and intellectual access. Coming to Swachh Bharat mission. Okay. Swachh Bharat mission was launched in October 2nd, 2014. Like it is a comprehensive sanitation scheme to make country open defecation free, promote 100% collection and scientific process of municipal solid waste. Okay. The components of Swachh Bharat are provisions of household and community toilets, public toilets, solid waste management, information, education, and communication. Okay, the estimated cost of Swachh Bharat mission is around 62,009 crores, with government of India share around 14,000 crores. Okay, by 2018, over 50.7 lakh toilets were constructed as against a target of 2 crores. And about 3,000 urban local bodies were declared as open defecation free. Coming to next program, Pradhana Mantri Awas Yojana, that is housing for all. Like Government of India aimed to ensure by the time of independence, complete 75 years of independence, that every house will have pakka houses with water connection, toilet facilities, and 24 by 7 electricity supply. The To achieve this objective, like this mission has been launched in 2022. The mission seeks to address like some of the interventions like rehabilitation of slum dwellers with participation of private developers using land as resource, promotion of affordable housing for weaker sections through credit linked subsidiary, affordable housing in partnership with public and private sectors, and subsidy for beneficiary led housing construction. Like the mission duration is 2015 to 22, and central assistance is provided to all states and union territories to implement the project. The fund allocated is around 33,650 crores, but it utilized around 20,892 crores. Overall 62% performance. Coming to next important program, National Rural Livelihood Mission. Okay. It was launched to reduce poverty and vulnerability of urban poor by enabling them to access self-employment and skilled wage employment opportunities. It also aims at providing shelter with basic essential services to urban homeless. Okay. The mission is implemented in all district headquarters and other cities with like 1 lakh population or more as per 2011 census. It is being implemented in 800 towns and cities across the country. Okay, what are the important components of this mission? Like social mobilization and institution development, capacity building and training, employment through skill training and placement, self-employment program, support to urban street vendors, schemes for shelter for urban homeless, initiative and special projects, administration and office expenses, and information, education, and communication. And coming to urban development programs in Telangana. Like even the Telangana, even not only Telangana, other states are implementing state programs. Coming to Telangana, like it is implementing housing for poor, Hyderabad Metro Rail program, Mission Bhagiratha, Amruta Dhara, etc. Housing for poor. Coming to housing for poor, the scheme aims to provide quality and respectable housing to the poor through 2 to 3 store building with 2 bedroom flats in Hyderabad and other urban areas. Okay. The Hyderabad Metro Rail project. The project is being implemented to address the traffic problems of the city. It aims to redesign the city to make it as people-friendly green city, to make it destination for global business. And it would be world's largest metro rail project in public-private partnership mode. Coming to Mission Bhagirath, the project aims to provide safe, adequate, sustainable, and treated water for the urban and rural areas in the state. Coming to Amruta Dhara, the scheme aims to provide 135 liters per capita drinking water daily to towns and cities in Telangana. Okay, this is relating to Unit 7. Coming to Unit 8. The Unit 8 deals with urban services. What are the urban services provided? Here we will discuss about the constitutional mandate of urban services, national benchmarks for delivering the urban services like water supply, sanitation, sewage, solid waste water management, etc. Service delivery status, delivery of basic services to the poor, and challenges of urban services delivery. Okay, we all know that like 74th Constitutional Amendment Act enjoins urban local bodies to provide basic services like roads, bridges, water supply, sanitation, parks, street lights, public convenience, and fire services as per the 12th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Okay, even the urban local bodies are expected to deliver accessible, affordable, and reliable quality services to citizens. Like coming to the problem is more visible in case of water supply, sanitation, and disposal of solid liquid management. Okay, how is the service level benchmarks? Like in urban sector, earlier the initiatives on the performance of indicators on the service delivery, but there were variations in initiatives, definitions, and their assessment of methods. Okay, this according to like Ministry of Urban Development adopted urban local bodies in 4 like services level benchmarks in 4 sectors. What are those means? Like first one, municipal service level benchmarking. It is by Ministry of Urban Development, Government of India in 2011, which formed the basis for service delivery in urban local bodies. The benchmark is related to water supply, sanitation, solid waste water management, etc. Coming to second one, that is service level benchmarking in urban parks and playgrounds. It is formulated by National Building Code. Next is service delivery. Here, the service delivery deal with water supply, sewerage, solid waste water management, and stormwater drainage. The types of coming to types of sanitation, like there is on-site, off-site, and combination of both. Like coming to conventional treatment and recycling. Conventional treatments primarily involves primary, secondary, tertiary treatment processing. Okay, it involves screening of bigger solids like rocks and pebbles, grit removal like sand, slit, oil, and grease. Like coming to municipal solid waste management. Like India is facing massive solid waste management crisis with waste spread over dump yards like to a height of even 15 meters in city like Delhi. Okay. Urban India generates about 62 million metric tons of solid waste per annum, of which only 43 million metric tons is collected, out of which only 12 million metric tons is treated and 31 million metric tons is dumped in landfills. Coming to challenges. The major challenges is to door-to-door connection of the waste. It is around 39% in Delhi to 95% in Ahmedabad. Okay. Coming to service delivery to the poor. Like over one third of the urban population is poor in India. Like they live in slums and informal settlements, flood prone area, congested areas without proper infrastructure. This makes difficult for India to implement the schemes. Like what are the service levels in Telangana? Telangana performance is better compared to other states. Like in water supply, the coverage is like 62% and per capita supply is around 88 liters per capita per day. Qualified water supply is better than 95%. In sanitation, toilet coverage is at around 84%, whereas sewerage coverage is around 40%. Sewage treatment capacity is low with 35%. Whereas the solid waste management coverage is high at 92%. Collection is only 50%. Segregation is at 16%. Okay. Coming to issuances in service delivery, like large number of illegal water connections, continuing water leakages, overflowing sewage system, poor quality of road construction, problems of solid and liquid waste management, uncleaned and piling garbages, absence of scientific waste treatment are continuous issues garling at the municipal systems across the country. Okay, like the 13th and 14th Finance Commissions made access to the performance grants to urban local bodies conditional to achieving the service level benchmarks. Okay, this is related to Unit 8. Coming to Unit 9. In this Unit 9, we will learn about the urban poverty concept, nature of urban poverty, causes and consequences, growth of slums, characteristics of slums, levels of urban poverty reduction and slum development programs, urban community programs, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Swachh Bharat Mission Urban, Smart Cities Mission, Atal Mission for Regeneration and Transportation, and urban poverty elevation institutional arrangements. Okay. All these programs has been discussed in the earlier chapter only. Coming to objectives, like what are the objectives means? It will explain the concept of urban poverty, its characteristics, causes, and consequences. It will explain the urban poverty trends, describe the factors leading to the growth of slums, explain the different urban poverty reduction strategies in India. We all know that in today's world, urban population is growing faster than ever before. Like the world population is expected to grow approximately 1.63% per year between 2020 to 2025 and 1.44% per year between 2025 to 2030. It is estimated that by 2030, the world's urban population would be 5 billion. In developing countries, including India, urbanization is increasing. According to Census 2011, the total urban population in India is more than 377 million, constituting 31.16% of total population. And they contribute around two-thirds of India's GDP. Like cities are center for development and offer employment opportunities to the people. Like they are centers for economic growth, market, and processing centers for rural products and acts as bridges between the rural and urban centers. Coming to urban poverty. Okay. Cities where human beings find satisfaction of basic needs and essential public goods. Like they provide happiness and increase the prospect of individuals and collective well-being. However, the prosperity is uneven or restricted to few people. It leads to various undesirable consequences, including poverty. Like poverty is generally considered as measure of deprivation of basic needs that the person or household requires to have basic standard of living. The common notion that migration largely fuels urban growth is only a partially correct. Like coming to the concept, urban poverty definition also varies from country to country. The United Nations define poverty as a condition characterized by severe deprivation of basic services like food, water, sanitation, health, housing, etc. The European community defines poverty to mean persons, family, and groups whose material, social, and cultural resources are so limited to exclude them from the minimal acceptance way of life. There are also some two types of poverties like poverty, absolute poverty, and relative poverty. Coming to like nature of urban poverty. It is widely recognized that urban poverty also manifests in non-income aspects such as lack of security of land tenure, housing, basic services, and regular employment. In fact, an urban slum is considered as visible manifestation of poverty through all living all living people in slums. Like coming to causes and consequences. Urban poverty is complex and multidimensional phenomenon. Once poverty affects the society, rural and urban comes into existence, it tends to perpetuate from generation to generation. Okay, in particular, they have limited access to employment opportunities and income, inadequate and insecure housing services, limited access to health and education opportunities, little and no social protection mechanism, and unhealthy environments. Okay, urban poverty is not only multidimensional, but it is also vulnerable or susceptible to risks. Okay, what are the causes? Means increased urban population, rural urban migration, low access to financial resources and production assets, declining trends in formal employment, insecurity of wage employment in urban areas, compelling the poor to accept below poverty lines wages, low access to education and skills. Urban poverty has several inevitable and undesirable consequences, like the proliferation of slums, fast growth of informal sector, increasing casualization of labor, increased pressure on civic services, educational deprivation, and health contingencies, etc. All these are related to the causes and consequences. Coming to growth of slums, like we all know that the slums areas are increasing day by day. Like according to Global Report of Human Settlements 2003, slum formation is consequences of income inequality, immigration, lack of economic growth, lack of affordable housing. What are the characteristics of a slum? Like coming to characteristics, inadequate access to safe water, inadequate access to sanitation and other infrastructure, poor structural quality of housing, overcrowding, and insecure residential status. Coming to characteristics of the slums, we all know that we have seen these characteristics. Urban poverty reduction and slum development programs. Okay. Over 62 million people live in slum settlements without basic amenities. Okay. The vision for urban India is to make every urban settlement a safe, healthy, productive, and sustainable place with basic services and enjoy every individual has a minimum quality of life. Coming to urban community development, it is a strategy to address the programs of cities in general and poor and vulnerable living in slums and squatter settlements. It involves development of community feeling and development of self-help groups and community participation in development. In India, the first pilot urban community development project was launched in 1958, followed by a series of projects in the like cities like Ahmedabad, Baroda, Kolkata, Hyderabad, etc. Like the Hyderabad Urban Community Development Project was started in 1967 to attract the international attention and considered as one of the successful projects. Based on the success of this urban community development UCD program, during fifth five-year plan, environmental improvement and urban slum was launched in 1972. This we have discussed in the previous programs. Like Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Swachh Bharat Mission, Smart Cities Mission, Amrut, all these have been seen in the last unit. Okay, coming to the implementation arrangements. To implement, supervise, and monitor the urban poverty programs and schemes launched by the state and central governments, states have made institutional arrangements, including urban local bodies. Like the institutional arrangements in Telangana are the Mission for Elimination of Poverty in Municipal Areas at state level, District Urban Development Agencies, DUDA, and Urban Poverty Elevation Cells at district and municipal levels. Okay, this is related to Unit 9. Okay, in the next chapter, in the next class, we will discuss about Unit 10 and 11. Okay, all this like this Unit 8, 9, or 7 discuss about urban. Okay, urban poverty, urban programs. What are the urban programs? And what are the programs in Telangana also? Blocks, this gives like wider understanding about urban development programs or policies in India, like the various urban development initiatives taken by Government of India to enhance the quality of life of urban community, the objectives, the funding patterns, and the implementation and the expected outcomes of the programs. Okay, and the block 4 we will discuss in the next class. Okay, then.